those who are inside the spaghetti and those outside the spaghetti. That was the metaphor for the societal breakdown of why humans are like that. I think, I don't know, hello everyone.
I didn't want to wait. I had to catch part of that on stream. Hi everybody, we're here.
Welcome to a new bit.
Welcome to the new bit. We're playing Metaphor, ReFantazio.
Indeed.
Is it Fantasio or Fantazio?
Fantazio.
Fantazio, thank you.
So, enjoy these openings.
What is this game? I don't really know. Ian knows. He's told me nothing. I know nothing. Hello, I'm English. Unfortunately.
Yes. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it, because this will be your first time playing anything here. Select your audio language.
Okay. Okay.
We probably will not be using these for the most part. It's fine.
Making it a little bit more visible.
That's fair. It does have an autosave feature. My advice, save often though.
Well, I'm not unauthorized reproducing it or distributing it of any part of this content, so...
This is in fact a work of fiction. Names, characters, businesses, places, events, and incidents are either the product of the author's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances of actual persons, living or dead, or in actual events are purely coincidental. A very small percentage of people may experience adverse symptoms when exposed to certain light patterns or flashing lights on screen, including dizziness, involuntary spasms, or even loss of consciousness. Please note.
Atlas.
A lovely
Whaley
company.
Utani.
Whaley Utani. Also, welcome to Studio Zeros.
So when are we going to play Alien Isolation?
I don't know. Probably like charity, maybe?
Hold up, that might not be a bad idea.
You're like, fuck, I hate. Also, behold.
I trust this will suffice. God smiles upon the generous.
The church.
Oh,
sorry.
Away with you! Back to your
I should
cesspit,
not to
beggar!
cut off when you say the church.
Not all churches, let me clarify that. Not all of them.
Oh, but this was definitely one of those churches.
A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one. Oh.
Man's dying.
That
Does
dream
that-
died long ago.
Does that not tell you an
You
old
should have done
man?
the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this?
Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet,
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Welcome to the opening.
What time is this?
Don't worry about it. You'll get to learn in time.
Welcome to Shibuya.
Welcome to book. There was never a time at all.
There was never Shibuya.
Shibuya was just a metaphor.
This is said working place.
Pasta. See, spaghetti is a very complex metaphor.
I wish we would have gone through that whole tirade live.
Nah, it's fine.
I wish.
They don't get to keep they don't get the context. Don't worry about that.
I feel like Ventura. Oh, we're black inking the book?
Don't worry, it's all redacted. You don't need to worry about that. It's a metaphor.
For ReFantazio.
Yes.
Okay.
So, welcome, good sir, to Metaphor ReFantazio.
Die. Fuck with some settings, dude.
So yes, this will be his first time. I believe you said not only playing this game, but this will be your first time playing anything from the development team that usually is responsible for us of this, the Shin Megami Tensei series, and Persona,
Yes.
which will be exciting, honestly.
I've got the music kind of altered just because I don't know how that's turning out on that.
Yeah.
Just want to make sure.
Just making sure it's actually catching. Yeah, it is.
New game.
Yes.
A timeline and a half. We're at some point in time within the world of Shibuya.
Don't worry about it. There is no Shibuya here.
That may differ. I think I'm seeing Shibuya.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Scheming man.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest? Pardon my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are.
What? Who are you who shall guide the protagonist? What is your name?
Tim. We know who I am.
Yep.
You will name the protagonist.
Ah,
Yes, you
Cool.
will get a chance to name them.
Unusual
Don't
name.
worry.
one I've never heard in our world. Which suggests to me you might reside in a
Also,
world
if you want things
beyond
to flow
ours.
properly, you can press triangle to
It is
let
a
it go
curious
when it's
thing
in phase.
that in your eyes, my entire
Let it
world
do that.
is but the
Yes.
dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy.
Oh.
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Can you open the spaghetti from the inside? Hey, it's a fair question as well.
Might hit you for that one.
But your first question, is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination, and would you call it a powerless creation?
More than wishful thinking.
Personally, I don't.
More than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
What will your difficulty be?
You told me to start on normal.
Yes. At a
Thus?
bare minimum.
Thus, I shall basically start on normal.
Good.
As much as I would rather, me personally anyway, to experience the story and everything, go through on an easier difficulty.
I would say
but
normal will give you the best
Looks like we're in the clear.
first impression, like the real first good feeling
The
of
capital's
this.
just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead? Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them. Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Never mind. I was
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, come on! Hey, keep it moving! Hurry it up! Next one! Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is. No horns, no knife is. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it!
Well, that guy's dead.
Oh yes.
Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like a...
Well, what was that you were saying about getting stuck like a pig?
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Oh, that's a cliff. Ow.
Indeed. Say hello to your protagonist.
It's me. Oh, I'm just in a fucking desert. Cool.
Yep.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
I think?
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
You okay?
Are you alright?
Been worse.
Oh,
And
you
from
have
the
a
sounds of it,
voice.
you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Welcome to the Tradia Desert.
We'll make it?
Sorry, dust got in my nose.
All they saying.
The sand
If only there was a sand farmer to like clear it up.
Aren't you to dash, circle to dodge enemy attacks.
Let's go.
So yeah, that dodge they mentioned, that actually will be shockingly important.
Stop!
Oh! I don't like that.
Watch out!
So yeah, the phase sight will be another very important tool in your kit.
You see an enemy you've never confronted, it will show up as unknown. Prepare
Okay.
as fast as you can.
Strong ones ahead.
So my
You
guess
gotta be
is
careful.
I'm avoiding these things.
Probably for your best.
That's
Also, Gallica will give you kind of a good idea of the gauging of people whenever you face sighted.
Yikes.
as long as I just
I
don't
think
run.
we're in a little over our heads.
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
they will come after you, I should say.
They look pretty tough.
Look at that.
Oh
Careful
my
now.
god, no, fuck that.
I was like, look at that big boy.
Look for a large lad.
Yes, yes, a metaphor.
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
Piss off. Fucking worms.
Sandworms.
Look,
That must be the capital.
Good insight.
It's Shibuya.
It's not Shibuya.
I tried.
just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
I would assume healing?
Right.
No, behold, the soundtrack opens.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all.
Well played. Oh yes, the Latin.
Look,
Not quite lying.
over there.
That is the road. Grand Trad.
Let's go.
Oh, look, it's more of your friends.
Got a sec?
Those will be
It's all
field-based
clear.
treasure. Feeling.
Never mind.
If you're feeling frisky enough, you
Oh
could.
my god! There's so many of them I have fucked up.
Yes, there are in fact a lot. So how frog are you feeling?
I don't like this.
You can hear the I want it though.
Shit, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. How do I pick things up?
Just X.
If it's useful, I say grab it. Hey, you found something.
Piss off, you hyena fucker!
Correction, they're hyenas, different.
Whatever.
Fancy dog.
Pretty much. What? What? Oh, we're back in cutscene. Oh, it has a thing.
It does have a nipple on it.
Ooh, what do you got?
I hear the
Land of
I don't
8
like that.
tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built.
Is it safe to assume we made it?
By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
I'm going to assume yes.
Yes, you did make it safely with the rest of the caravan in order to make it there safely. O great seeker, bear of fancy and power. Hear my wish and come forth with thy ark of glory to grant me thy yes.
Grant me my yes.
Grant me thy pasta.
Grant me thy pasta. Shut up.
But welcome to Grand Trad, the capital of our
Just look.
Fascinating. Oh, that's a man of
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
Yeah!
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
Careful!
hurry.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid. Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only Elder here, in the whole city even.
I'm going to assume that an Elda is a human.
No.
I'm sure it'll.
Humans do exist in this world.
Capital's
You'll get
incredible.
to see them in time.
Just look at all the
sure
different
the
tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced.
You also get to learn
I
about
see more,
the various.
which
You'll get
means
to
a dopey elder kid's
properly
gonna
understand
stick
the
out like
various
a sore
tribes as
thumb.
well.
That's right.
Try to keep your head down, okay?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt his highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed his highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Yeah, you're getting to kind of learn what you are here for in media res.
Hey, are you listening?
No.
Well, I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
So yes, a thing you can do is you can actually ask Gallica for advice, and she can give you some ideas of things that she may think and offer. It's quite useful. Save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
You can save at any time you want if you're in a safe, what is deemed a safe area.
Well, let's go ahead and slap our first save in.
Yes, the first of many.
So where's the memorandum?
So now you've learned of 4 tribes. You have also a memorandum of everything. So we have the Elda, the Clamar, the Rosinante, and the Parapus.
What is it? 9 tribe districts, commonly known as the 8 tribes, considered by the Sanctus Church for inheriting an ancient commanded vertical constitution of the church. The population is so small that once the public is rare and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities do not believe they exist. Fascinating.
But there is in fact always more as well.
Right. No, shade tribes used to be such as Clemars, Horns, and Rustains.
The Rosinante's long ears, the Elder tribe, however, bear no such distinguishing features, and thus are regarded as inferior beings.
Ah.
Congratulations, you're an ethnic minority.
Great racism.
Oh, you have no idea.
Clemar tribe are composed of large, they're most suited for the horns. Okay. Rosinante tribe, you're elves, essentially.
They are basically the elves, but actually somehow swoller.
Parapus, that you're assume kind of beastly people?
They are basically like your beast, one of your bestial tribes, but these are pretty much also treated as like pseudo-minorities. Like people look down and shit on like Parapus quite often.
Oh boy. Son and heir to the throne of King Hythlodaeus V, more than 10 years ago, mysterious act and one palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. On his body that bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest hated suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. All means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago, and a royal funeral was held in his honor. Galaxy.
A fairy who accompanies a traveling boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for his special mission. Her diminutive side excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than traveling boy when it comes to sensing magla and knowing magic. Though she becomes heated when her personal values are tested, she's a reassuring traveling companion.
Pursue magla are your monsters.
You'll understand more about magla as a whole. It's not really what the monsters are, because monsters are just monsters. Magla is something a little else.
Fascinating. Sexism, it's like...
Welcome to Religion.
Let me say, that sounds like Religion.
It is big Religion.
Magic, igniters, gauntlet runners, music and magic.
So yeah,
that's what that thing was.
That is the gauntlet runner.
Okay, the igniters, yep.
So yeah, basically to put things in perspective, magic is very rare. Many people cannot actually use magic. Igniters is kind of a sort of facsimile of people to use magic, but the only downside is it's fucking expensive as shit. I would also say if you want, there are people you can talk to. I would give a chance. I would give a shot to talk.
Simply amazing.
Cathedrals and stuff.
And what is it?
These things are really privileged thing around here, even though more so than the monarchy.
So you?
Hello.
Elder. Trying to be rude, but just mind yourself. The city ain't the friendliest to us inferiors. Yeah, be careful, or they'll do it to you.
You are. Okay.
You're like, you seem important.
I'm just like, you seem important,
Elder.
And I'm.
Ironically, there was another person you could have spoken to.
Yeah. Whoops.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Look at that. The new models. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Which is why magic is expensive. I see a staff right there.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one for myself.
Yeah, until you see the price tag. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child.
Hello to you too, ma'am.
Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop.
And that's the reason why you got
Are you in the
attention.
market for an igniter? Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye.
That's absolutely.
This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
How much is it?
You're not really going to fall for that, are you? How would you even know what the royal scepter looks like to begin with?
Supposedly,
You've really never heard of it.
reproduction of the royal scepter, as far as you know.
Where do I even start?
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty, passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic, world-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead. But no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
So you've potentially met two very important people, a pink-haired papyrus and a merchant.
Let's head there.
The Sick Niner shop.
Is that the other person I was able to meet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Give it a fool, I say. Who else?
It's leading me this way.
Also, the locals, when they talk, they will tell you will kind of learn more. You kind of will catch on a few things. I would say keep note of the random names you may hear throughout.
Also, love the loading screen on that.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Oh, sure, horizon of that.
All right.
Facing and the recruitment center should be just ahead.
What are you playing at?
I'm out of ideas.
So I'm guessing it's just Lewis. Louis,
Yeah, he had it right with Lewis. Or Luis, I believe his name is.
Louis.
Excellent.
He's a person in the army.
You might get to learn more about Luis in time.
Yeah, just exploring Gallica. Chill. It's fine.
Hey,
You get time to explore later. They kind of do want you to go to there quickly.
I suppose.
Dear me.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead.
Want to maybe get back in my bag then?
Oh, she will. When the time is right, she will find a way to hide herself.
You got this. Do I have this?
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your
Didn't
corpse
seem
is
arrogant
plucked
at all.
from the
You're
mud,
just like, look,
do
what does
try
my fucking
to
thing
look
have to do with anything?
patriotic.
Fuck off.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No
Turn
wonder
your
I don't
arrogance
respect
to
the Guard
piss.
anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't.
Look how many
The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
Calm about shit. Hello.
An elder. I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those. So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
So, I should tell you with these answers here, these will kind of determine like kind of the initial stats you may have.
Oh, okay.
Yes. This will be the only time it will probably interfere and say like, ah, yes.
Right.
Think wisely.
I'm stronger than I look.
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Please enter the name of this story's protagonist.
Okay.
What
I didn't actually,
is his name?
I have not actually thought about that.
You didn't when you were just told what is your name and then saying like, oh yeah, you'll get to name this person later.
No, I'll pull a thing out of your book.
Oh.
Hello, Silas.
The name of this protagonist is Silas.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet.
All right, lad. Welcome to the guard.
Is it because he's fat?
No, it's
I'm
he's
sure
an
you've
asshole.
heard about the monster side of the station.
You know that.
We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom
Oh, you
property.
get an igniter from
So if you
Jimmy.
break
Oh.
it, it's coming out of your commission.
So if you
On
break
your
it,
way
it's
now.
coming out of your
Up to.
commission.
Next.
Yep.
So don't break my shit.
Yep. Or it's
Supposed to
out
get
of
to
your
wait our
pocket.
turn. Hey, you young nobleman.
Line starts behind me, if so. Or was it something you needed?
You a noble?
Take you over for an interview. Yeah, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is of no real consequence. Well, let's just say I'm my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom. Foolish or not.
That's a good point. That's some good shit. Also,
Whatever.
so you listen to, well, not much choice if you don't have money or job. Reva makes the world around. So Reva's the money.
Yes, Reva's the queen here.
Oh, no, okay, so I'm gonna be chewed out. Well, I'm not gonna cut mine. So.
What's the world coming to?
Well, so I came down last earlier. You can make quick beef around here. But I think Brooklyn's like creepy Elder.
Papyrus I could deal with, but Elder right ominous. God's own scriptures, that's where you guess you can't expect an Elder to know shite.
Let's see if we can last fight sound like really waste energy.
Oi there!
Mostly try this American armor, but they'll probably put me up in front of this meat shield and I'll take a find better work. Looks like Sir Count Louis.
Army's built on merit, so even Papyrus stands a chance. So notice, Luis's cat. Luis is a name that matters here for people.
Well, water posted. Okay, well, I'm waiting in line. Join the queue. I'm not gonna cut in front of everybody. Fucking hell.
No, you gotta wait your line like everyone else, because
What?
you are a
Really?
filthy. Because you are a filthy elder.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that.
What do they call them? It's something like,
Humongous monsters, yes.
Next!
Oh.
Another Clamar. Wait. No. You don't look like the... Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousseau strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Yeah.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
You're gonna be important for me later, I bet.
Don't make my job any harder, please.
Take your shit and get out.
Cinder Ignite.
These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Must take different forms, like I saw on screen.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Oh, world map.
Or at least a
that's a
map
real
of the
map.
general
It's
vicinity
dangerous
of
to
the
even
areas
chart the
around
wilds,
the general
but
vicinity
this
of
is
capital
pretty
itself.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
I can hear the I don't like this man.
I mean, I don't, but...
What's there to hate about Captain Klinger?
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Nope, I'm asleep.
Nope, I'm asleep. Good night.
Haha, very funny. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
It depends on the region. Like, basically every language and region that a language can be given for a port, he has a different name.
So what is it for, like...
Shit.
I'm just genuinely curious.
Yeah, let me look, see what his actual, like, canon name is.
Right. I'll wait. Ow. That was my fingers.
Oh, okay, it's Will.
Ah.
Primarily, at least is what he's referred to as.
Well then.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah,
So
but
funny would have
still,
been if I put the name
the prince was kind to take you in. He
That
cared
would
more
have
about who you
that
were
would
than
have
what
actually
you
been
were.
pretty good.
I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
Behold the book.
It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic. No tribal conflict.
Well, that's why it's a fantasy.
And equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
It's the flying
Well,
spaghetti monster.
Guess I'll just
Flying
read more
spaghetti
later.
sauce.
Good night.
With the spaghetti sauce.
Oh.
With the meatballs.
Balls on the inside.
Oh, goodness. Why are we like this?
Don't worry about it. What you know is it's Arbor's Day.
Oh. Ah.
Shouldn't you be resting? I'm
Oh.
fine. In fact, I'm glad we have this chance to talk. I've been reading, and I hope that someday we can make our kingdom like the place in this book. You said it was some kind of fantasy novel, didn't you? Our lives are decided at birth, by tribal purity, or by the differences that make us who we are. I don't want that to be the world we live in. The Elder here are a perfect example. If you'd not sheltered me, I would never have survived. And yet, they burned your home down. It's tragic, and no one should have to suffer so. Someone needs to fix... You okay? Don't push yourself so hard. Reality is much too cruel. I know that. But I'll fight it. I'll fight to the end. I'm a prince. But I need to be a hero. One worthy of the throne. A hero?
What is that?
One who can lead.
Based on the
A
sounds
beacon
like
who will pierce the darkness when all seems lost.
Yeah.
My father taught me that. In his
Pull one of
stories,
those.
the kingdom was full of legendary heroes. So I can't give up. In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. Not that I expect it will be easy. I believe in you. Familiar words. When I'm down, when I struggle, you're always there to help me through it. Let's do it. You'll be a hero. Trust me.
What does it mean? No. The curse.
I won't give up either. Trust me.
Really good use of heterochrome music.
Oh, absolutely. I read a lonely book. The only one that I have ever read. Don't know how it ends.
Even though I've read it all and all along.
Don't know how it ends, but it's my only book, and so I read alone.
Pretty much. Ah. Hello. Into the desert.
Until arrival at the northern border fort, one day remains.
I love this. That's probably one of my favorite transitions.
Let's see.
Okay.
This place here. Hold on.
Let's see.
So yeah, you get like an idea of like where you've been traveling so far.
Yeah, okay.
Let's
Obviously, I was in
hold on.
Grand Trad.
Yes, the royal capital of Grand Trade.
That's
hold
likely
on.
where we were just resting.
Yep.
Let's see.
This
going en
place
route
here.
to the northern
Hey,
border fort.
don't forget. Okay then.
Cool.
The carriage transporting the new recruits arrives at its destination.
So now you know from that fort to the capital, it took you 2 days to get there.
Checks out. And it's the evening of that day, too.
The northern border fort. The towering fortress was built during the Annex War in the mountains at the edge of the territory. Even now, soldiers are sent there for its strategic importance to the royal capital and to combat the rising waves of monsters. Fresh-faced soldiers disembark from their coaches at the foot of a steep ascent to the fort, the first of many uphill battles.
Oh, finally. Can hardly feel my legs.
Listen well, you lackwits. The battlefield is no place to sit on your asses, and the border front is always a battlefield. The call to arms could sound at any time. Stand to, curs. You have the honor to serve at the command of Captain Klinger, war hero, tactician, master of arms. When I earned rank in the trenches, forged in the blood of my comrades.
Spare us this drivel. Say, friend, I'm curious. What is it about that book that's captivated you so?
It's, hard to explain.
Some kind of fantasy novel, you said. So it's describing a better world. A utopia, perhaps. I'm something of a reader myself,
I mean,
but
compared to what
that's
they
not like any book
that
I've
would
read.
probably-
You know,
anything that's
when the
described in
late
that
king
book would
took the
sound like a
throne, he
utopia.
was quite the idealist himself.
You
He made
use illegal
grand
magic, hang
claims
'em.
about unifying the people under his rule.
You just
Never
prepare
managed
it,
to do it in
hang
the
'em.
end, of course. Reform takes more than high-minded, eloquent speeches. Maybe he was too blind to see that himself.
Listen to you. A babe with his first sword thinking he knows better than a king. Keep your mouth shut. No one cares what you think.
Nobody asked you.
Something to say? Go on. I'm listening.
If it's a fight you want, draw your blade.
Didn't think you'd just challenge me
You
straight
wanna
out.
fucking go?
You've got guts for a lesser tribesman. Well, Clemar, I'll let it go this time. But only because I like your friend. Next time, keep your complaining to yourself.
That's the last thing I need. Though I suppose I deserved it in part. Speaking ill of the dead and all. My mouth tends to get ahead of my thoughts sometimes. Although I'm glad a bad habit seems to have drawn us together. Oh, never got round to an introduction. I'm Stroll. Leon Stroll, son of the Count of Harlia. And you are?
That's my name.
I have that right? It's
You know what's funny?
weight to
I
it.
was debating.
For what it's
naming
worth, my title doesn't mean much. Here
Which
I
would
am
have made it
with
even
tears
funnier.
Oh, hello, here's Stroll.
By the skin of my teeth. Now, where was I?
Where was I?
As for you,
Yeah, he's just been like blabbering this whole time, basically.
Someone help!
Hello.
Is that a soldier? Hey, speak to me, man. What happened?
Listen. Stay on guard. It's too...
He's dead.
He's unconscious.
Not one of mine.
There's a difference.
Must be one of the fort's guard. Those damn vultures across the border. They must have heard about the king's death. Anyway, to the fort. Double time. I'll stay behind to see to the poor bastard's wounds.
Chicken
You
shit.
want us to go on ahead? Alone? Shouldn't we at least send a team back to ask for...
I knew fear would take you at the first step. You want to turn tail? Are you a traitor to the cause? The guard has no place for cowards. You are part of His Majesty's Royal Army. Swallow your fear. Fight with pride. And we'll all have medals this time tomorrow.
He's right. We're warriors. Up there is our first chance at glory and
That
riches.
guy's gonna die first.
Damned if I'm gonna waste it.
Oh,
Let's
Russell's
go.
recruit?
Yeah.
Damn it. Well, I suppose this is what we signed up for. Onward, to the fort then.
Hey, I've got a bad feeling about this. It's hard to explain, but it's like there's a stench in the air.
She's even got a
And
little
it's getting
helmet for
stronger.
herself.
She does have her own
Did
set of
something
armor.
happen? Wait, is that a... fairy? Did you catch it yourself?
She's with me.
Yes, and I have a name, by the way. It's Gallica.
So you travel together? You've stayed well hidden for quite a while.
Well, I didn't want anyone making a fuss. But we've got bigger problems right now. I can't shake this feeling. We gotta be careful.
Agreed. I'll follow orders, but I'm not about to let this armchair general send me to my death. Let's Take a moment, then head in once we're prepared. I assume you know how to use an igniter properly?
I'm not so sure. He's never used one before. I mean, he's a commoner, so not much chance to.
Fair enough. Well, just stay behind me and you'll be all right. I swear I won't let you die. I'm with you.
Behold, your new comrade, Stroll, a brave fighter trying to conceal his nobility, has become your ally.
Oh, this is bad. I didn't think you'd actually have to fight anyone. I
That's
just
God, I hate his
It's
jib.
okay.
And how English he is.
Let's keep our guard up.
And he's not an arrogant a-hole.
Shocker, imagine that. Someone of noble blood, not an inherent bellend. Oh.
Okay.
You're fucking here.
Here we go.
Contact should be inside.
You just have to find him.
But I don't know what he looks like.
Don't worry, he'll know he'll know what you look like, or at least he'll know what your sword looks like. And Gallica will know.
Oh, well, let's fucking do it, boys!
To the northern border fort.
This is...
What's happening?
Wouldn't you like to know, little boy?
Oh, I'm traveling. Oh, that's a lot of bodies. We could take it. What?
There it is. That's a human.
Stand your ground! Charge it! Pursue!
We have to help the survivors.
I was brought here by humans. So yeah, that's a human.
Hurry.
Look at all the blood. You think any of them are alive?
I mean, you have to at least potentially look for survivors.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Humans. Some of the humans are monsters. It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor for societal constructs. You were right all along.
You're like, God damn it, he's onto something. Damn him and his layered metaphors.
Take care of it, please.
Cool. Squad battle.
But if you use attacks to stun an enemy first, you can start a battle with an advantage.
So preemptive striking it. Got it.
Yes.
Sound offensive by continuously attacking with scourge up its break gaze and eventually stunning them.
Things will be fine.
We won't lose this
Let the
fight.
battle begin.
Stay sharp.
Welcome to squad battles.
That's where you attack with a quick weapon, try to use skills, super P, K. So we have
This will be the most important thing for you to pay attention to.
Okay, all guns hit. Okay.
Yes. So you have, at this point, 2 actions.
I won't hold back. Burn!
Burn to ash!
That's the enemy.
Oh, please!
Still here?
The power of fire!
It's dead.
That settles that.
Congratulations. Your first fight with a human.
I think we got them all right.
Okay, that's it. Interesting combat style. RPG logic is telling me to check.
Fucker. Behold, you stunned it.
This is our chance.
In one fell swoop.
So while stunning, you also get the chance to do some damage as well.
He just initial attacks and individual stuns. We take advantage of this. Yeah.
Let's go.
So yes, enemies will basically be stunned for an entire round
Stay sharp.
if you can get the drop on them.
Yeah,
Giving you effectively 2 free turns to do damage onto them.
Unscathed
Was that easy?
Yes.
So if you make it through completely untouched, you get additional bonus.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think of this as a bit of an incentive.
Oh, I get to pick.
You do.
And because that's blue, it's because I picked the I can hit things harder.
Basically, you can choose however you want to spend your points to wherever the fuck you want.
Right, but because that one's blue, that's because that's the one I picked in the beginning.
No, it's more based on you've already spent a point. You are given 2 points anytime you level up. Oh, well, never mind. I'll shut up then.
I was like, It's kind of the lowest of them all, so.
We made short work of them.
Okay, I found a prison. Cool, I can break shit.
Be careful.
You can break shit.
That is a whole ass
This is
tooth!
our chance.
Homo tenta. Behold, it's more human.
Burn! A tough one.
The power of this one!
Roll always
Now you
comes
know.
through.
Fire doesn't work on it.
Only one left. Finish them off and
I will tell you this now
Even
because
easier than
this will
expected.
become important later for stunned enemies. You can hit if you hit
we
you
got them all.
sometimes you can
We'll be
hit
safe
them
for a
and
while.
they will break out a stun early based on damage. It's kind of a chance on hit. Because that will happen more often than you think, so I figured I
So-
will tell you that now.
Side note, breaking stuff, is there anything actually in these things, or?
Sometimes there'll be something hidden.
Here we go.
Right, let's do this.
Also, note, the brief hit you did onto him, that did stay. The damage did stay on him.
The damage does stay.
They chose the wrong
Yes.
opponent.
Okay.
we made short work of them.
In theory, you can in fact kill enemies in the overworld, but for now, it's best to just try to stun them and then capture, basically. Basically, try to stun and then get an ambush to give yourself that little bit of an edge.
Nice. I bet we'll find a use for that.
I hit off, not snooze. Fun sometimes.
Yeah, like
I hit off and it puts in snooze. So it's like put, why am I not doing any damage? What happens when you put a drama country against a drama country? You fucking suck.
Fine. Keep it.
So I assume, obviously, my general healing.
Correct. You presume right.
RPG logic just kind of makes sense. I don't want to go backwards.
Yeah, no reason. Because you're only in the first room.
Some enemies and an item up ahead.
Hey, look, it's egg.
Wait.
This is also telling you a
Be
new
careful.
mechanic you can do.
Once processing get
Hey.
nasty. And I'm supposed to be a catch off the artificial strike now. So might just be something not being seen as a chance for an entire breakage of pity for innocent.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, let's give this all we got.
This is our chance.
So he's just
Let's go.
fucked up.
He'll be stunned for this.
Still here?
Burn
This
to
one
ash!
right here.
Yep.
Fire is very damaging.
So, the
Even
sneak
easier
thing
than
they're
expected.
mentioning, that is important because if, say, you try to run or if you sprint, you actually make it more likely for enemies to actually notice you and catch you.
So
Catch
if
your
I
attention.
just basically walk up to it, I
Yeah.
risk not being
Or at least you can be
somewhat-
seen, but you might be able to get a chance to sneak up on them.
Right. Okay, so obviously experience and money. What is mag?
Mag will matter later.
Okay. Then I will not worry about it now.
I think we're in the clear.
I will let the game explain what
Hey,
mag will
we
be.
found something.
Cat?
Look.
Let's give him a fight.
First fucking swing.
Ring!
A tough one.
Done, doggo. Bunkus.
1, 2, 3. It's gonna go
They
to 4,
chose
5,
the
6.
wrong opponent.
No,
Yeah,
just,
2, 3, 4. That's
Looks like we're safe for
just
now.
play one.
Hey, you're still alive.
How?
Touch me.
Don't bloody touch me.
Also showing up as your fault wasn't bad luck follows the people of good sound as they know bloody hell.
Yeah, he blamed you.
Oh, he's straight up dead now.
Yeah, he's dead. Literally, you could have helped him, but he's like, no, get your filthy hands off me. I don't want you to touch me.
Peasant.
Dirty Elda.
Run.
Stay away from me, that thing.
No.
Head. Play that monster, we can't just run away. Stay away from that thing. Departed.
Yeah, he's just dead.
There's more stuff. Did I miss something?
It's higher up.
Okay. Say, did I miss something?
No.
Damn it!
Hey.
Here, you must not, Ashra. If everyone's dead, they all have families.
It's okay, I just don't
Damn
want
it.
that.
Dead.
Yeah. That's
Ooh, I feel like
swiftly.
that's where I was supposed to go.
Yes.
Hold on.
Wait.
You. I get it now.
Yes. I can trust him.
Why hide this from me? I trust you have a good reason.
Tell you the truth.
What?
Ah, fucking things all the way up there.
Was that?
Yep.
Hurry.
Yeah, it's the top of that tower.
Let's hurry.
Cool, turn around.
You're like, right, I want to torture these.
Right, I didn't mean to actually go through that door.
I crossed the line.
If it's useful, I say grab it.
Thank you. Thank you, Gallica, you know.
Gallica does know. She knows what's up.
She knows what's good. Thing.
We have the edge.
Get bitch slap upper. I took it out. Just me. All me.
You're like
I did good. Now I'm level 3.
So how you spend your point?
Oh, I got a stat increase. One stat increases, and then I get a point.
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Shut up.
How will you spend my points?
Probably, honestly, yeah, into living a little bit longer.
Take thy punishment.
Okay.
Yes.
I assume that's a treasure item.
You would guess correct.
Just RPG logger. Play that first share of mine. Jeez, fucker. Got hit me
Incoming.
First.
Yep.
Please.
It got me first. Force the squad battle. It begins on the enemy's turn, which is dangerous. Yes.
I won't hold back.
They are more active about that. There are some times where
The power of
that can be a death
Not done yet.
sentence.
Stop attacking strong.
Still here? Burn to ash! All right, victory is ours. I think we're in the clear.
Just an ordinary. It's just a human.
It's just,
No wrong.
it's just an egg.
It's just an egg.
Let's push through. Okay, this could be all we've got.
Get ready.
Still here?
One left. Took one out.
That'll do.
Keep it up.
5
Only one left. Finish them.
It's just funny to me because I wish I could have done that to mine.
Wish every fight was that
I
easy,
just
eh?
beat the shit out of the cavities.
Yes.
Technically, you did that.
That'll do it.
Well, no,
Technically, you got help to do that for you.
There we go. I got some. I paid somebody to do that for me.
You hired mercenaries to beat the cavities for you.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Oh, there's something cursed about that. I love it. Look at all that delightful medicine you have.
I have a lot.
Shove these herbs up your gullet. Choke on it.
Choke on it. Oh,
Gold coin. Stare at the pretty coin.
Hit the pretty puffer.
Let's
Four.
settle this quick.
It bore so hard.
Now it's Borfin dead.
Tell me. Oh, Borfa wisdom. Tell me your wisdom. Dispense the wisdom through your Borfs. That's a heckin' wisdom.
Looks like it's not safe yet. Stay alert. Let's push
Oh.
through.
This is our chance.
Let's take them away. I will admit, the scene that plays before a fight actually is pretty effective.
Oh yeah.
It just shows Silas is like,
oh yeah.
That'll do it.
Honestly, it is. It works well.
Alright, how's that? Let's give him a fight.
Let's give him a fight. There's not gonna be a fight, there, buddy.
Fire! Just one
Right.
down.
That's the spirit.
Burn to ash!
Burn to ash.
There's no way I'm stopping here. They're out cold.
There's fucking tooth in there.
There was a tooth, and you did knock him the fuck out. So,
Brace yourself.
a
Oh,
way
the dodge.
Yeah, you can dodge roll to avoid getting hit, which can allow you to reposition to proceed to use your hands to move.
I didn't realize that thing was there.
Oh yeah.
Let's catch
You
our
can
breath.
notice in your little mini map.
Yeah,
there,
it's little yellow
Yeah.
diamonds.
He was
I
like,
just didn't happen to notice him.
snuck up on you. Because ironically, when you broke the box smoke of the item, you did stun him at that
I
point.
did, but I didn't realize what I had done.
He just got knocked out. You're like, ooh, goodies. Ooh, piece of candy.
Ooh, I want that.
I want that. Why?
Sure, what's up? Unless I have my desk with this one. Saving one at this point. I'm doing it. It's a noble thing to do. Yes, it's possibly for nothing. This is this. Once survived now. I will not be the noble who goes away. Not this time. I can never live with myself. This time.
And you plan to forge ahead despite the risk, and take it to your roots to die until you found what you, or whoever you're searching for.
Leave it to me.
I see.
I'm heading out.
Then lend me your strength.
Lend me your strength. Lend me your sword.
Lend me your cranberries.
Saying Anthony's not here.
I know, don't worry about it. So, a Magala Pill. You can use it for replenish magic. I should tell you now, Magala Pills and items that restore MP do come in very short supply. They are your very much break glass in case of emergency. Oh yeah. Igniter's a bit expensive.
Consider something. Protagonist only.
Yes. Even she's got her own little. She does.
It just cracks me up. That
Which
she's
I
got
will
a
also
little
say this, sadly, you cannot upgrade her stuff.
What do you think?
It's fine.
Yeah. I got excited for that, but
Right.
I would. Yeah, no, you can't, sadly.
Okay, so if I go up there, that's fighting a human.
You do have to fight human. Are you prepared? Do you think you are ready to face off against human?
No such thing as over-prepared. I can't save.
Ready?
Well,
Yep.
let's do it. No time like the present.
Get to see the human in all its beautiful glory. And the dead.
There's so many dead. I don't like this.
Damn. Such tremendous power.
It's horrible.
Be not afraid! Biblically accurate human!
We can't let it get away with this. We have to hold it off somehow.
Peril.
Damn humans. It was all because of them.
We'll just have to make it work.
Depends on our survival.
Welcome to Homo Gorleo.
I won't hold back.
What other enemies?
It's just
Looks
him.
like we
Welcome
can't
to
brute force
your
through this
first
one.
boss.
I don't like
Burn!
it. Okay, magic them.
Vile monster.
Burn to ash!
Is it you trying to comprehend, like, what it is you're staring at?
It kind of. Magic doesn't do anything.
What's going on? It didn't even flinch!
Damn it all! I'm not going down like this!
I mean, it is human. It is a human. Oh my god. Wait, did you expect a human to do that? Also, yes, you are seeing right. It does have two attack. It does have two actions.
Let me see this.
That will be a common thing with bosses here. Is they will always have one extra action than you.
You two run!
What?
Above all else, I am a noble, and a noble defends his people, no matter the cost. Farewell. If you would repay me, then live. Wasn't enough.
What? No! Please, say something!
Stroll! Don't be a fool. Just run for it.
Oh, fate-saddled child. Oh, anguished traveler.
Oh, okay.
Thy fate is crown-twined, thy soul bound for the throne. The future yet unknown dawns in this moment. Thy path may fork, but only one may be chosen. Confront the threat before thee, or die here in obscurity. Now choose.
I choose.
So be it. Heroism lies in the soul that stands firm against its fears. Power awaits thy command. The time is come to awaken the hero within. Engrave thy very heart.
Okay. I mean, having you just casually ripped your own heart out just to summon great power?
No, not really. What is happening?
A new What? What did I just become?
What the heck is going on? Anyway, we've got to find a way to fight back.
HP recover if one ally. They don't have any allies.
Wind!
All right, that did the trick.
Oh. As far as I can use magic, but
You just performed magic without it.
good job. What's this?
Are you okay? If we don't push back, we're dead. Can't we fend off those attacks somehow?
Attacking weak points. Ah.
Yeah, certain enemies are weak to certain affinities. After you hit one of the weaknesses, the word weak will be displayed. This will give you half. This will score you half a turn. So technically, you can do more than one.
Archetype. Okay.
Welcome to your power.
You can attack its fucking leg.
You can attack its legs, its wings, its body.
That's it. Stay on
Let's stay calm.
Look at that. You can now attack the legs.
A tough one.
Okay, so it's weak.
Weak. At least you know its legs are. You know the body can take wind pretty well, but
Wind should solve this. Let's blow them away.
Let's go.
I don't want to take out the fucking legs.
Wind!
I'm already right here.
Good job.
How's that?
We've got to hit the other spots too.
I won't hold back.
you also knock out its wings possibly.
Test that shit out.
You hit their weakness.
Alright, so it's weak to it.
Wait, what? It's healing?
So note, its spin now does a lot less.
Eating its own
It does.
fruit
Her
to
legs
heal?
are broken.
We can't kill it fast enough. Ick.
Seeker!
Knock the apples off. I bet I can.
Wind!
Fucking wing though.
Come on! I will fight with pride. Seeker!
Seeker is the name of it.
Scour!
Oh, you hurt an apple. Oh, that did so little now. Yep. Oh,
let's
go. Keep breaking apple? You
Bet
your ass I do.
Still here?
Nice dodge! Not like they could get you with that.
Now here's the beautiful
We don't
thing you
take
get
out
to
those
learn.
apple things.
Upon missing,
I think we'll regret it.
you
Turn
lose
just
ends.
Maybe there's
Well,
something I can do.
Missing actually
can you
costs
let me handle
2
this?
actions. Because you lose the action, you lose the turn you block your action, but you lose
You
another.
sure you've got this?
Thank you, Galka. I appreciate, but I got this. Come on.
Come forth.
Let your boy
Royal Soul.
work. So yeah, you'll get to learn that like pretty much resisting is fine. Well, actually, ironically, you have to help she knock out both the apples at once. I can do this.
If we don't take out those apples...
Fine,
Understood.
Galka.
Now it can't heal itself anymore. Don't
Both
waste your
apples
chance.
gone.
Get in there.
Now it's fucking.
Oh no!
He's realized he done fucked up. He's done messed up. I do want to heal myself. While granted I'm not getting dealt a lot of damage, but it's yeah. At least the spin does. It's thankfully because you did break his feet. It's doing a lot less than it could.
Wind.
So the combat here is pretty much very reminiscent to SMP, more especially with the press turn here. So I can explain how miss turns will work. If you miss your attack, that will cost you 2 actions. So your main action will be lost, and whatever long action you had will be gone too. So for 2 actions, that's basically your turn is gone. There's eventually 2 more other states you will learn besides just resist, which will be block and drain. Block costs 4 actions if you get blocked. Almost costs you an entire turn. Drain pretty much works on the same principle as well.
You assume drain is...
Drain will absorb, but you get healed as well.
Wind. It's still up.
Technically, there is I guess there's technically a 4th in there, which is reflect, which just bounces the damage back.
Seeker.
It's looking worse for the wear. This could be it right here. It's done!
Congratulations, you killed a human.
Goodbye, Morgul. Yeah, man, I keep a few of those back there.
You got his apple.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel stronger.
Yes.
So my agility went up.
True power is born of the heart, a wish from which thy strength is drawn. Yet fear and anxiety always trail in such a wish's wake. Since time immemorial, those we call heroes have earned the title through this order. They pursued their wishes and boldly walked a path of virtue. What thou hast awakened is the true spirit of a hero. The power that lies dormant in all of us. The power to reforge the fear of the unknown into curiosity. If thou wouldst change the world by thine own hand, take this newfound power and venture forth. Thy journey shalt reveal thy soul's mission.
What was that voice? And you! What was that power you used? You had a metal heart, and your whole body was... It was crazy!
Stroll!
Look, that Stroll guy is still alive!
Yeah, heal him.
I'll be damned. Someone actually survived.
That voice. Grius! Oh, thank goodness, you're alive!
Gallica, you made it.
Look at this squish,
He's our man on the inside. The one I'm delivering the message to.
He's badly hurt. You, boy, lend me your shoulder. We'll need to carry him. The smell of blood will draw out the beasts. Let's not hang about. lad's out cold, but he'll live. We should be fine if we take a moment's rest here.
I love how
Oh, you're a sight for sore eyes,
Scotty
Grius. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
We're both alive, and you can't ask for much better in these parts. Sorry I couldn't join you in the fray. So, this is our newcomer, eh? How'd this boy manage to command power like that?
It's like nothing I've ever seen. Do you know anything about it?
I might. For now, the mission comes first.
Ah, right. I'd better just get straight to the message. Grius, you have a new mission. Avenge the king. And kill Luis Guillaburn.
Well, good. It's about damn time. Those scheming nobles haven't said so publicly, but every soldier knows it was nothing natural that killed the king. Damn that Luis. Couldn't stop at one royal, could he?
Wait, there's more. The prince is getting worse. We're running out of time. Here, look. I brought a treasure from the village. They called it a farsight mirror. You need to see the prince's condition for yourself.
His Highness won't last much longer. Those thorns are thick enough to claim him.
Luis cast the curse, so killing him is the only way to lift it. If we wait any longer, they're just gonna crown a new king.
Who's Luis?
Is that a real question?
Yes. Who's Luis? This boy.
About 15 years ago, a child enlisted in the army. But it wasn't his age that had people talking. It was his ruthless military genius. Hero to some, monster to others. Luis Guillaburn, a prodigal tactician and a master of magla arts. Some said it was only a matter of time before he made general. The youngest the nations had.
Until he attacked the prince.
That night, when the prince's quarters were breached, it was no ordinary mage who cast that fatal curse. It was Luis Guillaburn himself. But the son's death wasn't enough for him. Now he's got the father's blood on his hands.
Which we saw.
And if that king-slaying fiend ends up on the throne, we're all doomed.
But when we were exploring the royal capital, there were a lot more Luis supporters than I expected. How can they still trust him after all that?
Luis is cunning. He left no evidence. Accuse him as you will, the allegations wouldn't stick. All they could do was send him as far away as possible. A post in the middle of nowhere. Plenty of soldiers never believed the charges in the first place. When they look at him, they see a capable veteran unjustly made into the noble scapegoat. Most think the Royal Army was at its best when he was in charge. And in truth, it's hard to deny. Without him, we'd never have crushed the rebel uprising so quickly. Damn the man. But he's earned his titles. He's mastered the blade, magic, and he's clearly intelligent. To the masses who want change, he seems the savior they need.
If even you're that worried about him, this isn't going to be easy.
That's a hell of a mission. And I want in.
Hey, but...
So that's your game, eh? Pretend to sleep, eavesdrop on the plan. You're a fool to give yourself away.
If you want my blood, then let your blade strike true. I'm not going to run. Not from you, and not from a chance to do what's right.
Look, Grius, he saved our lives back there. And it sounds like we could use the help. Seems like kind of a waste to kill him. Especially if he's volunteering.
Then answer me this. The boy's all but a stranger to you. Yet you risk your life to save him. Why?
I would live, fight, and die a noble, sir. To have done otherwise would betray my title, to say nothing of my heart.
I'm losing my edge. Make me regret this, and I will slay you where you stand.
You'll let him help us?
Right then. My life and sword are yours.
As far as the rest of the world's concerned, you perished in that castle. You'll find the job ahead will be easier for a dead man. Your lives are kept only by the blades in your hands. And you'll raise them at my command.
We have to.
Behold, you now have your first quest to save the prince from death's curse. You must save him from his curse and defeat Luis Guebron, the treacherous fiend who not only attacked the prince but murdered the king.
Luis will also be at the royal funeral.
Yes.
If we're not back to the capital by then,
And
we
quite
lose
already
our
high
chance at his
difficulty.
head. But no main roads.
Can imagine so.
That'll mean
pressure.
checkpoints and questions. We're bound for a different route. We'll cut through the abandoned mine up ahead to save us going the long way round. For tonight, see to your wounds. We'll leave at first light. I'm counting on you.
Behold, your new ally of Grius, the battle-hardened veteran who has become your
Feels like the
ally.
mission is finally starting. Let's set up our camp then.
Now, we should finally be able to get some rest. This your first deployment, boy? Thank your lucky stars you survived a brush with a human.
What the hell was that? It was like no beast I've ever seen.
No one truly knows. They're protected by Magla, so even the sharpest steel does little good against them. They're no simple beast. All we do know is with every passing year, more of their kind tear travelers apart. That was why I was first sent undercover here, investigating.
And? Did you learn anything?
Simmer down, boy. There wasn't a damn thing to be found on those monsters. Well, the moon's still low. If you've any other questions, now's the time.
Oh, hello, Kyoka.
The baby.
I want to hear about the mission.
With numbers like this, a head-on assault would be suicide. Quick, covert assassinations are best bet. Kingslayer or no, Luis has a lot of public favor behind him. To the people, he's the only man with the wit and war power to bring down humans. The military seems powerless to stop them, so he plays savior. The man's practically a monster himself. By your age, he was not only a master tactician, but damn near an archmage besides.
And the three of us alone are supposed to stop him?
We'll just have to blend in with the crowd at the funeral. I won't abide him surviving the ceremony. He will die by my hand.
No pressure.
No pressure. None whatsoever.
Just have to basically kill Griffith.
What's to say? You can't give me like Griffith vibes.
Keep that bit in mind.
Hi, Kyoka. I hear you down there. Whoo!
You know, no pressure or anything.
No pressure whatsoever.
You just have to kill him.
New things in the memorandum.
Like humans.
Seems to be me. Tribute. Tribute. Humans.
You steal men's lives.
Souls.
Oh look, you get
souls.
hey, look, you get to finally learn about Magla.
I kind of figured Magla was the glowing bits and everything. I'd seen, right? It's
basically all the fuck around you, no matter what.
Magna crystals, the royal scepter, royal magic, resonant vessels. Oh, okay, I want to know about this. Artist power cause of transformation. First stage is hard becoming magnetic objects of origin. Activate the power of the woman must announce their determination in their hopes made heart, which urges the body to awaken. Sakura is akin to the battle cries of heroes past who were known to call upon archetypes in the face of danger. It said that the transformation makes the wielder an ideal vision of themselves. Cool. Farsight mirror. History of the stuff. The hidden village.
It's just kind of some places and ordeals of events of Heastity.
We have Stroll. Leon Stroll.
Grius. You get a little bit of
Forden.
Yes. This man you've probably heard.
Yeah, he was the one guy.
You also probably heard from some of the people known as the Sanctifex Forden.
Yeah.
He's basically the current religious head of the Sanctus Church.
Yeah, head of the religion.
You could basically call him.
It's basically the Pope.
Yeah, he basically is just kind of like
Griffith. It's him.
Yeah, yeah. Look,
that's Griffith. Tell me it ain't.
I'll be real with you. He is basically Griffith. But I'll tell you now, in terms of Griffith-likes, he is probably the most Griffith I have seen ever. To a point of he even touches a thing of Griffith that most other Griffith-likes never reach, which is something you will get to learn in due time.
Right.
Because I will not say that.
Also fair. But I also.
Well.
I want to talk some more. Shut up.
Yeah, you can talk. Basically, you can talk to the campfire if you're ready to progress through.
True, I could do that, but I think this is a good place to stop for the first episode because it's a lot to take in. Granted, it's only been an hour and a half. But that was a lot to take in.
I was going to say, what is your thoughts so far on?
So far, I'm interested.
Yes,
I am interested. The combat is definitely interesting. As you also know, as I am a huge sucker for turn-based combats.
It's very much taken and lifted from SMT's like version of combat, especially with the press turn.
And I think I'm curious to see where this goes. I am definitely I'm interested to see where this route will lead us.
Yes.
And again, like it's also said, this is my first playthrough of this. Ian has already beaten this game.
Indeed. I could be telling him things, but I won't. At most,
unless it's extreme, one of those things where it's like you need to know this.
It's kind of like explaining the whole like blocks and misses, like what that actually translates to, more or less.
Unless it's something where like even
it'll basically, I will give you kind of helpful advice when times permit.
Right. Ow. I have 737 mag. Still don't know what that does, but I'm sure I'll find that out eventually. I'm sure I'll find that out next time.
Indeed.
But, yeah. We'll go ahead and end right here. A little early, yes, but that's okay. Because this is a new adventure.
I think it's a good place for you, honestly.
I'm curious to see where it could go.
Indeed.
And, honestly,
I think you're looking forward to this new story.
I am too. I really am.
Humans.
It's humans.
Biblically accurate humans. You were ill prepared for that.
I was.
Be not afraid, Apple.
Be not afraid, Apple. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and sign out here. Take care, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night for more Yakuza. Because we gotta go back to the wackiness and Sotenbori.
Yup.
We might start early tomorrow. And maybe make tomorrow a longer session just with the amount of side stories we have to do.
Honestly, that's fair. There's a lot that has to be done.
Oh, goodness. Until tomorrow, everyone, take care. Have a good night.
Goodbye.